aching knees when you stand up, stiff shoulders that don't loosen until midday, fingers that feel swollen before you've even finished your morning coffee. If joint pain has slowly crept into your life, you're not alone, and you're not imagining it. For many people, joint pain doesn't arrive suddenly. It sneaks in quietly. One morning it's harder to get out of bed. A few months later, stairs feel different. Then one day, you realize you're avoiding certain movements altogether. And chances are, you've already tried the so-called solutions. Glucosamine, collagen powders stirred into smoothies, turmeric capsules promising to rebuild cartilage naturally. They sound convincing. They're everywhere. And they offer hope, especially when pain becomes part of daily life. But here's a question very few videos are willing to ask honestly. Can cartilage actually regenerate, or have we been sold a comforting myth? Today, we're separating science from marketing, and more importantly, we're focusing on what actually supports joint health over time. No miracle claims. No fear tactics. Just what research consistently shows helps people move better and live with less pain. Stay with me, because understanding this could change how you approach joint pain for years to come. What cartilage really is. Let's start with the basics, because when you understand the problem, the solutions become clearer. Cartilage is the smooth, rubbery tissue that sits between your bones. It lines your knees, hips, shoulders, fingers, and spine. Its job is simple but essential. Allow joints to move smoothly. Absorb shock. Prevent bones from grinding against each other. Think of cartilage like the padding on a tire. As long as it's intact, movement feels smooth. But when it wears down, every movement feels louder, stiffer, and more uncomfortable. Now here's the critical detail most people never hear. Cartilage has no direct blood supply. That means it doesn't receive nutrients and oxygen the way muscles or skin do. So when cartilage becomes damaged, whether from aging, injury, or osteoarthritis, the body has a very limited ability to repair it. This explains why muscle soreness improves quickly. Skin wounds heal. But joint pain can linger for years. This is also why osteoarthritis is so common with age. Cartilage wears down gradually, and the body struggles to replace it. And that's exactly why cartilage regeneration sounds so appealing, even when the science doesn't fully support it. The supplement reality check. Now let's talk about supplements, because this is where confusion and hope often collide. Glucosamine and chondroitin. These are among the most widely used joint supplements worldwide. Large analyses from organizations like the NIH and Cochrane database show some people experience mild pain relief. Results vary widely. There is no consistent evidence of cartilage rebuilding or damage reversal. That's why major orthopedic organizations do not routinely recommend them. Collagen supplements. Collagen is essential for connective tissue, so the logic feels solid. But here's the missing piece. When you consume collagen, your digestive system breaks it down into amino acids. Those amino acids are then used throughout the body, not specifically delivered to worn cartilage. Some studies suggest collagen may support joint comfort for certain individuals, but there is no strong evidence it regenerates cartilage tissue inside joints. Turmeric and curcumin. These are better supported for inflammation. Research shows curcumin has anti-inflammatory properties, which may help reduce pain and stiffness for some people. But it's important to understand, reducing inflammation can improve comfort. It does not rebuild lost cartilage. Key takeaway: supplements may support symptoms for some people, but they are support tools, not structural repair systems. And relying on them alone often leads to frustration. What actually helps joint health? Now let's focus on what science consistently supports. 1. Movement over rest. It may sound counterintuitive, but avoiding movement often makes joint pain worse. Cartilage absorbs nutrients from joint fluid, and movement circulates that fluid. Low-impact activities such as walking, swimming, cycling help keep joints lubricated and flexible. According to the CDC and Arthritis Foundation, regular movement reduces pain, improves function, slows mobility decline. Even gentle movement, done consistently, matters more than intensity. 2. Strength training is not optional. Weak muscles force joints to absorb more stress. Strengthening muscles around the knees, hips, and shoulders. Improves stability. Reduces joint load. Protects cartilage over time. This is one of the most overlooked strategies in joint health, especially for older adults. 3. Weight management. Every extra pound increases pressure on weight-bearing joints. Research from Harvard Medical School shows that losing just 5 to 10% of body weight can significantly reduce joint pain and slow osteoarthritis progression. This isn't about appearance, it's about physics. 4. Physical therapy. Physical therapy isn't just for injuries. A trained therapist can improve movement patterns, reduce joint stress, increase confidence and balance. Studies consistently show physical therapy is one of the most effective non-surgical approaches to joint pain. 5. Anti-inflammatory eating. No food regenerates cartilage, but diet affects inflammation. Eating patterns such as the Mediterranean diet, rich in fatty fish, olive oil, leafy greens, berries, nuts, have been associated with lower inflammation markers in research. This supports joint comfort and overall health over time. Medical options and the future. For some people, lifestyle strategies alone aren't enough, and that's important to say out loud. Joint pain exists on a spectrum. For some, movement and strength training brings significant relief. For others, pain continues despite doing many of the right things. And that doesn't mean you failed, it simply means your joints may need additional medical support. Doctors may discuss options such as corticosteroid injections, which are designed to temporarily reduce inflammation inside the joint. These injections can help calm flare-ups and improve comfort for a period of time, but they do not repair cartilage. Another option sometimes discussed is hyaluronic acid injections. These aim to improve joint lubrication and may help some people move more comfortably, especially in the knee. Again, these focus on symptom relief, not regeneration. Now, you may have heard about newer approaches that sound more promising. Emerging research includes platelet-rich plasma, or PRP, which uses components of your own blood to study potential healing responses. There is also ongoing research into stem cell-based approaches, as well as cartilage implantation techniques like autologous chondrocyte implantation, typically used in younger patients with specific types of cartilage injuries. These areas are still being actively studied. They can be expensive, and they are not standard care for most people with age-related joint wear. That's why it's so important to be cautious. If someone promises full cartilage regeneration, rapid results, or guaranteed outcomes, especially without proper medical supervision, that's a red flag. Now here's the honest truth, and it may actually be empowering. There is no miracle pill for joint repair. But there are proven ways to protect what cartilage you have, reduce pain, and stay active longer. Movement. Strength. Weight awareness. Professional guidance. Realistic expectations. Joint health isn't about chasing miracles or quick fixes. It's about stacking small, evidence-based wins over time, habits that quietly add up. And if joint pain is limiting your life, don't struggle alone. Talk to a qualified healthcare professional who can help you build a plan that fits your body and your needs. Real solutions start with real science. Thank you for watching LifeFuel TV. If this video helped you understand joint health more clearly, support the channel and subscribe for more honest, science-backed wellness content.